Hello. Hi guys, happy Monday. I want to wish all of our fathers who would have celebrated Father's Day yesterday, a happy Father's Day to all of you. To the mothers who are fathers as well, happy Father's Day to you, holding down the fort, doing double duty. Wishing you as well God's grace and strength as you manage both portfolios. One you may be more versed in than the other, more qualified for than the other, but nonetheless, you are still holding down the fort, doing your do, and managing the job. So, happy Father's Day to all of you. Also to the fathers that are not biological fathers or fathers through natural birth, you're either a godfather or a step-in father or a surrogate father. Some child just decide I haven't had a father figure and you look as if you have had it all together. I'd like you to function in that role for me, please. Happy Father's Day to you as well. So today, our usual Monday devotions, I would like to stay in the chapter that we were in last week, but I'm starting at the beginning this time. There is another woman there who does not have a name either. I don't know why these profound statement making, life-changing, mind-blowing women don't carry names. The woman with the issue of blood did not, we don't have her name either, and at the woman level of faith was just phenomenal. Nevertheless, so another notable woman, and I just want us to zero in on a few things from her life here. This little short glimpse into her world that we have here in 2 Kings chapter 4, starting from verse 1. So the wife of a man, the wife of a man from the company of the prophets cried out to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that he revered the Lord. But now his creditor is coming to take my 2 boys as his slaves." Elisha replied to her, "How can I help you? Tell me, what do you have in your house?" "Your servant has nothing there at all," she said, "except a small jar of olive oil." Elisha said, "Go around and ask all your neighbors for empty jars. Don't ask for just a few. Then go inside and shut the door behind you." Elisha seemed to like to do things behind closed doors. Because the Shunammite woman that he spoke to lower down, the verse said that he shut the door behind him as well. Let me see if I can find it. When Elisha reached to the house, there was the boy lying dead on his couch. He went in and shut the door on the 2 of them and prayed to the Lord. So Elisha, lesson number 1. Do your business behind closed doors. When you finish, then bring it out in the open. But in the meantime, do things behind closed doors. Sometimes it pays to just be silent and work in silence and work behind the scenes quietly until, if Joseph had done that, I don't think he would have went through the question that he would have went through. He talked too soon. So do things behind the scenes, behind closed doors, and then jump out. "So how can I help you?" he said. "Tell me, what do you have in your house?" "Your servant has nothing there at all," she said, "except a small jar of olive oil." Elisha said, "Go around and ask all your neighbors for empty jars. Don't ask for a little bit. Don't ask for a few. So get plenty. Then go inside and shut the door behind you and your sons. Pour oil into all the jars, and as each is filled, put it to one side." She left him and shut the door behind her and her sons. They brought the jars to her, and she kept pouring. When all the jars were full, she said to her son, "Bring me another one." But he replied, There's not a jar left." Then the oil stopped flowing. She went and told the man of God, and he said, "Go and sell the oil and pay your debts. You and your sons can live on what is left." this, let me see, 7 visits here. I am so wowed by the miracle that took place and the multiple miracles that took place. One, this woman was about to lose her 2 children, her 2 sons, to her creditors. Obviously, at that point in time, the men were the breadwinners, the men were the one bringing in the money, and she was, of course, the homemaker at home. And so your husband died, therefore you have no means of income and bringing in money to do or to carry on what he would have been doing when he was alive. So the creditors come, the bills rack up, creditors come, oh, you have no money, we're taking your 2 sons to be slaves in exchange for what is owed to us. She cried out to Elisha. Elisha asked her, what do you have in your house? She said, no, I don't have anything. All I have is a little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil. And Elisha saw that and said, well, you have plenty. I mean, he didn't say that, but in his mind, you have something. You have something. And I know sometimes we tend to think that, I don't know, I can't sing. I don't have no talents. I can't make nothing. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do the other. But you could make a best pilau. Or you can make a best curry. You have something that you could use that could multiply into something that will be able to cover your debt. Elisha tell her, sell all, pay your debts, and you and your sons could live on what is left. To me, you retire yourself, you retire your 2 sons with the amount of money. I believe she would have sold quite a bit of oil. You ain't saying live in the meantime, live on what is left. You and your sons, not just you and your sons. So my girl did so well in her oil business that she could have retired herself and retired her 2 sons. That is what that looking like to me. Going back to the top, and back to the point I'm making initially. You do not know that the thing that looking so insignificant, because she make it sound like nothing. Your servant has nothing there at all. She ain't even considered. She ain't even considered that the fact that she could have make a real best pilau was something to even consider. She did not consider the fact that she could have come cane real good, or she could braid her real fast, or she could make a mean sauce. She did not consider that was something to even put into consideration. I don't have nothing. All I have, except a small, come in to think of it, I have a small little bottle of oil. Come in to think of it. I am saying, sit down and figure out, what can I do very well? What can I do very well? Can I, like I said, cook very well? Can I, when that girl clean by you, if you pass your hand, you can't find a speck of dust. Maybe you are very good at cleaning. Nothing is wrong with that. I am telling you, if cleaners don't clean schools or clean office buildings, the place would be very nasty. I don't look down. People tend to, so what's your qualifications? So where are you working? Girl, you don't want to get a real job. People like to say them kind of nonsense. People like to say them kind of thing to people. I don't look down on any occupation. If the garbage truck don't pass in front of my gate and collect my garbage, trust me, I will be under some pressure. Every job is important. If CPAP don't pass and clean the streets, I am telling you, when them grass start to climb them lampposts and them that lines the streets on the highways that we pass on every day, we will start to figure out what it is going on here. Every job is important. So figure out, what can I do well? Could I iron really well? Could I wash really well? Am I really good with the elderly? Maybe I should think about taking care of the elderly. Not only going and working at home somewhere. Maybe I could open my own nursing home. This woman started her oil business with, as far as she's concerned, with nothing. Your servant has nothing there at all. So she started a business with nothing, except a small jar of oil. Start with your little bit. Sometimes we put ourselves under this pressure and another thing. Oh, you need to get capital, and you need to get an investor, and you need to get a small loan from the bank. Start with your little. I am here shouting from the rooftops. Start with your little. Your little, that seems to be insignificant. Somebody might tell you too, what you're doing there is nothing. You need to get a real job. Why you look for an OJT job? Somebody might put God out of their thoughts and put a foot in their mouth and tell you that. Take your little thing and ask God, Father, because that's all Elisha tell the woman to do was go and get, and she said, ask your neighbors. Sometimes you just have to ask somebody, excuse, can you help me with this? I'm thinking about going to start this, and I'm thinking about cooking. I'm thinking about doing a small shop, but I don't have. You have any pot in your house that you don't use? And you go around to everybody and they get a pot for the chicken, a pot for the rice, and you make. It's nothing. She tell me, I'm sure she must be ashamed. But she didn't let that stop her. She left and them boys and them went and knocked on every door that they could possibly knock on and collected all the jars that they could have collected. Enough jars. That when she was finished and she sold all the oil, she was able to pay her debts and live on the rest. You see that live on what is left? I am flabbergasted, because I am telling you that can't be no little bit. It can't be no little bit that was left. And if your little jar of oil, whatever you want to put your oil as, like I say, it could be making sauce, it could be a best pylori. Trust me, whatever your little is, you might be real good at I don't know, whatever it is, whatever that little thing is, make that work your little bit. And nothing is wrong with asking for help. Nothing is wrong. The man didn't send her to put herself into more debt now. He did not send her to put herself into more debt. He said, go around to your neighbors and ask. Go around and ask all your neighbors for empty jars. Don't ask for just a few. So he didn't even send her to beg for a little bit. Go and beg for plenty. Sometimes we put ourselves, dig holes for unnecessary holes for ourselves. Let me tell you, I have some products here. You see this product business that I have here? At $150. And I just decided one day, you see me? I'm going to buy body butter, I'm going to buy mango butter, shea butter, and oils. I think I got 5 jars. From that $150, I bought jars, labeled, no, it didn't matter. Yes, I made labels. The oils didn't have no labels, and I made some oils, hair oils, and I made 5 jars of twisted balm. When those 5 sold, I get back my $150 that I had initially, plus I take all back and I put it back into it, and I end up buying more mango butter, more oils, and more shea butter, more jars, and I made more labels. And I just build from there. Sometimes we just think that you need to go and borrow and put yourself in a bigger hole. You're trying to dig yourself out of a hole. You taking shovel, fork, and pickaxe to dig your hole. And you're digging yourself in the hole. He said, go to your neighbors, ask all your neighbors for jars, and don't ask for a few. And that little bottle of oil took that woman out of a crisis situation. God has given you something. I don't know what your thing is. I don't know what your some things are. But sometimes we might be so close-minded to the things that God would have actually given us. That is our rope ladder to climb out of the holes that we find ourselves in. Sometimes you turn no fault of yours, she didn't kill her husband, the husband come and died. You end up in this predicament, but God provided a way out. God, first thing Elisha said, now, what do you have in your house? So maybe you just need to look around, search within yourself, and check what I have here that could work for me. That could work for me. I know we're in this pandemic at this point in time, and it's sticky. it is sticky, it's not right there. I'm fully aware of that. I as well, I was talking to another small business owner, and the first lockdown you came back out and you had half your customers. Now we lock down again, you're trying to figure out, well, half from half is what? And you might be overly concerned about what is going to happen to my business when I actually open again. Would my customers return? Would this return? Would I still have this? Would I still be able to do? And you could put yourself in that position. You did not call this. You didn't say COVID come to Trinidad. I didn't. I surely didn't, and I know you didn't either. Nevertheless, this woman ended up in a situation due to no fault of hers, but at the end of the day, the prophet said, what do you have in your hand? And the challenge for us might be to ask God, Lord, help me to see. Open my eyes, take off the scale, the veil, the cloth, whatever it is that might be blocking my vision or blocking me from seeing the actual thing that could actually take me out of this crisis situation. Help me to see it, and not only to see it, but help me to be able to use it and use it effectively to get myself out of there, to start a new business. The woman started to sell oil just so miraculously. God gave this woman an avenue to start a business. She was selling olive oil. She was the seller of olive oil. You know how much times I just started buying olive oil to make my products? Olive oil in all my body butter, it's in all my hair oils. I need olive oil. So that woman, whoever her name is, must have been the first person to start selling olive oil. You might have something in your house, in your mind, some app that you could create, something. What do you have in you that could help you get out of this crisis situation and put yourself in a better position for life? The verse said, and your sons can live on the rest. So this is just a very short little nugget here for us, because I'm telling you, you can sit down and start to ask yourself, what to do? I'm telling you, it has happened. But I am praying and asking God that when at some point, maybe this Monday self, by Wednesday, speak to me, Lord, and tell me what it is I have in my possession that I could use, that could take me from point A to point B, and from B to C and C to D, to put myself in a position, not just for me, because it wasn't just for her, it was for her and her 2 sons, to put me in a better financial position, to put me in a better position. This was an economic situation. I'm telling you, the Bible is so practical. I know we deal with our spiritual walk, and we deal with our relationship with God and our relationship with others, forgiving others, and we go to the Bible for these things, but the Word of God is so practical and it is so real for every aspect of your lives. And I know right now this is a very trying, frightening time where you could just be overly anxious and nervous concerning the future. But this woman here, who future looked very, very dim, a solution was provided, and a practical solution. The prophet just came. He didn't wave no magic wand. He didn't do nothing. He used what she had to take her out of her situation. And I am saying, I don't know what it is you have in your hand or what it is you have in your house that might be able to help you get out of your financial strain, but there is something. And this woman without a name was in a position where something took place in her life that she had no control over, and she needed a solution to her problem, and she had it. She had a small bottle of olive oil. So I am asking us, what do you have? What do you have? What you have just there, tapping the fingers like this, waiting, pick me, hey, check my out now. It might be there doing that, and you just ignoring it. Nah, that's nothing. You say like the same woman, what she said? Your servant has nothing there at all. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, what? I could bring. There's nothing. Yes, I just bring my own hair. There's nothing. Oh, yes. Yeah, no. My pony tastes real good. There's nothing. The prophet tell her, take your nothing and go by the neighbors. Go by all the neighbors. And maybe you just need to do that. Hi, good day, my name is so-and-so. But when the pandemic over, we could go back outside again. I have made a really nice pepper sauce. And I'm bringing you a sample if you're interested. And you would like to get a bigger jar. This is my number. I'm just giving out samples for today. If you do want to make an order, feel free to call 1-800-HOT-SAUCE. 695 pepper. Whatever. But she used what she had. So your phone might be our best phone, but nobody don't know because you're not taking on your phone because that's nothing. Or you can make a wicked kumar. Nothing. I am asking, what do you have? I'm asking myself and all, what do you have? What do you have that can make your situation better? So until next time, guys, I hope everybody is safe and well and altogether lovely. Trust that everybody is trying to keep their immune system boosted and getting enough rest and exercising and doing deep breathing and doing self-care and taking care of their hair and taking care of their skin. I hope everybody is doing being good to themselves. So until next time, guys, have a great week and go through your house. Go through your house. Go through your mind. See what you can come up with. And don't limit yourself. Don't think that you cannot or don't think that so much other people doing it and so therefore I cannot. I'm going to tell you, you know how much red mango it have out there? But it have a specific mango I just buy. Therefore, I only buy so-and-so mango. You have your customers. I will end right there. Make your thing. Have a good day, all.